that I had been a bad person. I was not a good man. I wasn't. What made me bad? What made me bad, what made me a bad person, if we had to call it that, was my impact. The impact of my behavior on everyone around me was negative. It was always negative. Every interaction I had was tainted with, what can I get from this guy? What can I get? How can I get one over on this person? And I always left. This ship of Shane was moving through the world, leaving a wake of negativity in his path. And so if I'm going to become a better person, I'm going to become a good person, I had what I thought was a novel idea. The novel idea to me was like, well, every interaction we have as human beings is contagious. Every interaction we have with someone is contagious. But it's not a novel idea, apparently, because there is a pretty well-established field in behavioral science started by Elaine Hatfield at the University of Hawaii. They call it emotional contagion. And the idea is that who we are, who you guys are sitting listening to me, that is about 5% of your neural processing is your conscious, your awareness. Everything, all the other neural processing that is occurring subliminally. So when we interact with someone, whether or not you realize it, there is a transmission of energy. There's a transmission of emotion. So for all my life, I had been having a negative impact with every interaction. Today, in prison it began, even with the most common and routine interactions, I can change that. I can tip the karmic scales back in my favor by just trying to connect with someone in a positive way, in the most routine and common interactions. The barista who is despondent or clearly distracted. If I can connect with that barista in a way where we have eye contact and I smile, and her affect has changed and she smiles back. So where at once before we interacted, she was despondent, maybe a little distracted, off, and then I have this connection, we have a moment, she smiles, I smile, or a wink, a pat on the shoulder, I walk away, and you look back and you see that that emotion that I transmitted to her has suddenly been transmitted to the person behind me. And if that person behind me has her kids in the car that she's just been yelling at, according to Elaine Hatfield and some of her colleagues, this emotional contagion has 3 degrees of separation. So it's just these ripple effects. We are all connected, and I can start being a better person, being more connected to my fellow human by having, in these most routine and common experiences, trying to be an agent for change, trying to be more connected.